What's going on, everybody? It's Frito here for Clickheads. Riot accidentally leaked Killjoy's abilities early, starting it off with Alarmbot. Think of this as a boom bot that you set as a trap. It says Alarmbot not only deals damage, it temporarily leaves affected targets vulnerable to double damage from all sources. After setting it down, you can hold the ability to recall it, which is something you can do with all of Killjoy's abilities, very similar to how Cypher can pick up his own traps. The damage on this cute Alarmbot might not look too threatening by itself, but when combined with the double damage debuff, well, one shot from the classic was able to finish off the Sage in this demonstration. So with that, I'd say this little guy is quite the potent ability when it lands. As if one shot from the classic finishes you off, basically any other form of damage will probably finish you off. The next ability is the turret, which fires back at enemies within 180 degrees of its cone of vision. It can be recalled as well, but when setting up has a deploy time before it can start shooting, and by the looks of it, the damage on it isn't too threatening, at least in this current version. In this demonstration clip, the player had to shoot the enemy 3 times in the chest again after 2 bursts from the turret itself in order to finish off the target at a pretty close range as well. So although of course an extra gun on the battlefield that targets the enemy automatically is going to be strong, the initial stats on this doesn't look too threatening. The next ability is Nanoswarm, where it throws like a grenade but then sets a trap, which you can then activate similar to Cypher's cage. Now this one seems to do a lot of damage, instantly deleting this Sova in the demonstration after a short delay, with a pretty big area of effect, I might say. Reminds me about the AoE of Raze's paint chills actually, and looks to be a similar amount of punch. Now to Killjoy's final ability, the ultimate. This is called Lockdown, and it says you'll have to adjust your timing for the windup. There's quite a delay to this thing's activation, but once it does hit, all enemies caught inside its radius are detained for 8 seconds, which looks like an extreme version of slow, and perhaps the disorienting effect similar to like a breach stun. Perhaps your fire rate goes down as well, as it does with that. It's unclear currently, but safe to say you're pretty screwed if this thing actually can hit you. And although you may think that lockdown would be very challenging to land, if Killjoy is defending a bomb site all alone and a rush comes in with the combination of the other delay tactics at Killjoy's disposal, you might be able to set up lockdown to land, or at the very least when defending the spike post plant, you more or less can guarantee when a gunfight is about to happen or else the bomb's gonna go off, right? So using it as sort of a blocking mechanism can help clutch out rounds similar to how a Brimstone's ult can, though perhaps not as strong. Well, with the amount of strength in Killjoy's kit otherwise, I don't think you're gonna complain if this ult's a bit hard to use. Keeping in mind, Cypher is the top agent in the game right now. Everyone always talks about Sage, but if you look at all the pro tournaments, Cypher is the one agent that never can be swapped out as far as the top meta is concerned for the amount of guaranteed value he always gets. And I would assume, based on the kit we see and the lack of Sentinels, Killjoy will be added along those defensive agents in the Sentinel class. I think Killjoy might be incredibly strong and perhaps even be a better staller alongside Cypher than Sage was, especially when you consider how strong these abilities could combo with Cypher's information gathering traps. I mean, imagine walking into a tripwire with a nanostorm set up underneath it, instant death. That sounds terrifying. And well, with that kind of defensive weaponry laying around, we might wish Raze had 2 paint shells back again in order to clear some of this camping utility off the map. But that's everything. What do you guys think of Killjoy's leaked abilities? What do you think about the power level of this stuff? Let us know in the comment section down below. And if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave it with a like. It really helps us out, lets us know that you're enjoying the content. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and be sure to hit the bell icon so that you actually get notified when our new videos come live. That's been it for me. I've been Frito for Clickheads. We'll see you guys next time.